Welcome back to the show. You know, shopping vintage is one of the best things you can do for the earth. Really, it's sustainable. Plus, it's fun finding treasures left behind by others that still have life in them. And here to tell us about her new boutique called Encore Vintage is owner Sophia Watson. Welcome to New Day.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So when our producers pitched this segment, did they tell you that I was a freak about shopping vintage?
No, I didn't know, but I love it.
I love it too because I think there are so many fun things that come back into style or kind of remind you of another time. What makes you love vintage so much that you decided to open a store?
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing it since I was a kid. My grandma and my mom were always going thrifting and antiquing, and so I think that definitely helped me get into it.
I don't blame you. So tell us about Encore Vintage. What's it like?
At my shop, I sell everything from turn of the century to like Y2K, so I keep it really broad, but I just like to bring in like beautiful things and curate them in a great way. Just that's interesting for people.
And you brought some really great things here for us today. So let's start with the Converse. Are these like original 80s, 70s Converse?
50s.
50s?
Yeah, little kids ones. What's cool about these, they're all canvas, made in the USA. And they were making Converse in the USA basically up until the 90s. What's cool about these is you can see they're hand painted along the edges of them.
Oh my gosh.
So everything was really, you know, there's a good amount of detail in everything.
So you don't want to wear those. You want to like maybe display those or?
They're wearable, comfortable. They'll wear just like a modern day Converse.
Wow.
Like they're made out of the same materials.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. That's beautiful. All right, and this purse, maybe back in the 50s you wouldn't have paired them together, but in this day and age you can. This is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And how fun is that?
Just a little patent leather, like structured purse, just easy. I mean, you can wear it with jeans or just out and about.
And you know what? They didn't have cell phones back then, but there's so many pockets in here to slip your phones. This is actually a great bag.
Yeah.
For carrying around.
Yeah.
You can leave this one here.
Yeah, sure.
Speaking of shoes, you got a couple of assortments here, but I have never seen a shoe like this.
Yeah.
What in the world? This is so neat.
I actually,
Stick
those
my
are
hand in there.
unlabeled, but yeah, you can tell they're like a stretchy, they kind of remind me of like Margiela or something. They're kind of modern looking, which is fun, and apparently they're super comfortable. Someone tried them on. But yeah, they're beaded and from the 60s.
They're breathable.
Yep.
And something like that can really elevate an outfit. People, you know, you're wearing an outfit and someone's like, well, where did you get those shoes?
It's basically jewelry for your feet, you know.
And it's the cool thing about vintage is it's one of a kind. It's not like you're going into, you know, a Pottery Barn or a Williams-Sonoma and saying, I'm going to buy a lamp. You can go and get this lamp and no one else will have this lamp.
That's true. Yeah.
And I love this lamp. Tell me about this Equius lamp.
Yeah, this is a mid-century little horse and mommy and baby horse here. I just love anything that's just kind of like a statement piece. That's a lot that you see in my stores. Just, you know, bold things. And this is just something that you could, I don't know, put in a kid's room even, or.
Well, you could have a very calm and mellow brown and something living room, and then you pop this in, and boom, Bob's your uncle. You've got a bit of flair there to just. It's an interesting piece, and I like that very much.
Yeah.
This orange dish reminds me of some of the orange like ashtrays and dishes we got from my husband's grandmother, and it's just such a fun, vibrant color, right?
Yeah, that's what I loved about it. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, it grabs your eye. And I mean, almost all the stuff that I grab, you know, when I'm thrifting, I'll see it on the wherever I'm finding
like
it.
You zero in on it. You're like,
I definitely like go straight to it. So that's definitely one of those pieces.
It does grab your eye, like these boots. I love these boots. You said these are from the 60s. They have a very Stevie Nicks vibe.
True. Yeah, totally. I could see her wearing those. They're a 60s little lace-up go-go boot. They're suede, and they have this beautiful embroidery on the side of 3 little butterflies.
And they're real. I mean, these are gorgeous, and they're my size too. What do you know?
Yeah.
You don't actually find that in vintage. I know a lot of times vintage clothing and shoes can be smaller. People seem to be smaller back then.
Yeah, it's true. I do try to find a wide arrangement of sizes, but you know, when you're out thrifting, you never know what you're going to find.
Yeah, so you just go with it.
Yep.
Speaking of shoes and clothing, you have some clothing here. I can just bring this in, right? I'll just bring it all over here. So this is a beautiful dress. This is something that looks like it should be in Downton Abbey.
Yeah, it's Art Deco, so it's from the 20s. It's a silk chiffon, and it's beaded with glass beads, all handmade, all hand stitched. Really, really delicate,
And in
but
great
beautiful.
condition.
Really, yeah, perfect condition.
I've always wanted to lounge around my house in a nightgown like this.
So beautiful.
Just be like, oh. I
love
need a fainting couch for this.
Yeah. No, the lacing on that's all hand done. It's again in beautiful condition. This is probably from the 40s. But because it's handmade, it doesn't have a label, but I dated
You know,
around
when you
40s.
look at the workmanship of the things we used to make in this country, we don't make stuff like that anymore.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, and so that's where you can really take the appreciation is when you're looking at some of these vintage goods. And, you know, maybe you need to feel super cool in this leather jacket.
Yeah.
This is cool.
This is actually cool because this was a brand that was made in the 70s in Seattle called Glasswater Leathers.
Oh my
and
gosh.
You can see it's all worn in and has a good patina on it, which people, you know, vintage
this-
people like. But yeah, it's definitely has had a life.
Yeah, this jacket is pretty cool. What tips do you have for people who are shopping vintage and who are looking for something, you know, special that they want to kind of jazz their life up?
Yeah, I mean, I just go for what, like I said, what I'm drawn to, and I just let that guide me. And again, I look at quality of things. That's a huge, you know, part for me, and just making sure that, I don't know, I think if it tugs at your heartstring, you should grab it.
Yeah.
That's how I work.
Do you ever find that, and I found myself even being guilty of this, you look at something in a vintage store and you think, wow, that seems really expensive for something that's really old.
Yep.
But like what you just said, you're looking for the quality because you can go anywhere and find something that's not maybe perfect, but
Yeah.
you find that quality.
Yeah, it's normally will stand out for itself compared to the other things around it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
I mean,
many-
older things are definitely, like you said, they were made differently. So
Made differently, made better back then. Such a shame. Like this beautiful Bobby Brooks. Oh my gosh, how cute is this? All right, well, where can people find you to go shopping? Because I know I want to.
I'm located in Madison Valley on Madison Street, and yeah,
That's where we find you.
that's where you find me.
All
It's
right, are you on the
Encore Vintage.
Instawebs or?
Yep, I'm on Instagram. It's just Encore_Vintage, and I also have a website. It's just EncoreVintageUSA.com.
And we can look at probably more of the stuff that you have.
Yep, I
All
put
right.
stuff up
Well,
there.
thank you so much. It was a
Thank
pleasure
you.
talking to you. Thanks for bringing all these fun little items. There was more that we didn't even get a chance to explore.
It's okay.